Hi there, this is Martin from Finalizing and I'll show you how to make kitswaps. After watching this video, you're definitely not gonna be able to make a perfect kitswap because it takes a lot of practice, but definitely you will be able to clarify many doubts and make the whole learning curve much enjoyable. Well, firstly, I'm making the render and dividing the kit in three parts: socks, kit, and jersey. Also, I eliminate any patches, logos, and patterns in the kit. After this, I add a black and white effect to the jersey in order to make easier my communication with the program when I request it, for example, to add a color or a pattern. Also, I try to simulate the cuts of the kit that are in real white instead of this sort of artificial white I made. In case your original kit you're working with has lines, for example, Barcelona, try doing this and play a lot with the black and white so that you have to destroy the minimum possible of the original kit. Always remember, the more organized you are with this, the easier it will be for you to later make changes. And trust me, you will want to make changes. You will see how this will help me later in the design. In my case, I made it a bit too white, but if your kit ends up looking great, it's better. I'll later change these settings, so don't worry about it. Once all this is done, I replicate the pattern of the kit and place it over the jersey. I want to kit swap. Then I mask the lines just like the real kit, and with the rubber I try to create this effect on the jersey, yeah. so that it really looks like it's moving. Now that we have our pattern well placed, anyways, always remember you can still change it. It's time to change the blending mode to overlay, so that the layer reacts to what it has under it. After that, you want to change the curves values to get the perfect reflection and then the perfect result for the kitswap. Here I'm just giving color to the rest of the kit. What I'm doing now is covering the white part that remains from the original kit I was talking about a minute ago. Simply, I'm adding a curved layer and mask it in this zone. Note, I make it super dark just so I can see where I'm painting, and then decrease the exposition a bit so that it looks the same. After that, with the finger tool, I'm just creating the movement effect of the lines in the shirt since they are unnaturally straight. Here I'm doing the exact same thing I did in the other part of the kit just a minute ago. Now I'm just playing around with the mask so I can get a more realistic look. Also, I'm fixing a few details and repeating the whole process in shorts and socks. Now it's time for the badges and logos, but first I'll fix the neck, which should be round, and in the Manchester City kit it's triangular. Also, I'm changing the color of the shirt Bernardo is wearing inside of the jersey, as in real life they never look the same. Now, yes, back with the badges. For this, some like to grab the badges in PNG and place them, but personally, I find more realistic and faster to find a similar image of a player wearing the kit we want that has the sponsor or the badge we want, cut it and place over the new kit. For the sponsor, since Spotify has never sponsored the team before, I'll just search their logo on internet and place it. For it to look good, I'll unmask it from the lines layer and add new curves to layer so that it's white but keeps the shadows and really looks as if it was stamped. If you don't understand this step, rewatch the video and try understanding the logic I'm following, because it's a little bit complicated, I know. Also note how I'm doing the exact same technique I did with the lines to the sponsor in order to make it look wavy too. Remember that in general, placing badges is pretty much the most complicated step in kitswapping, so I recommend you to take your time, not to do it all in once, just do it and then, I don't know, go for a walk or something, get distracted, and then go back and look at it and criticize your own work. That's a really good thing to do, and it always helps you achieve better results. Finally, I'm adding the La Liga badge. I think it should go in the other arm now that I have already done the whole recording. But never mind, it's just for you to see how it's done. There's not much to be said about this. You just have to play a lot with the image and eventually you will master the art of placing objects in the right place. Same thing I'm doing with the socks. Finally, I'm adding the La Liga ball. Again, it's up to you if you want to use a real image or a picture of the ball and make the lights match. For me, the results with the first technique are more than great and take so little to be done. Just as an extra, I'll crop the image and add some camera raw to the whole thing, to the whole design, and some effects so that it looks more aesthetically pleasing. That's basically how you make a kitswap. Remember, this takes a lot of practice, but if you learn something new, I invite you to consider subscribing to the channel and checking out Please Instagram. Please stay safe.